What's going on, everybody? I'm Selna, America's face of dating, and as you guys have probably noticed, if you've been following me for a while, I'm not in my usual background here, so I'm actually in a simulation room because I'm in Dallas, Texas right now recording this video, but the show must go on, right? So we're here, and in case you guys are new to my channel, I help guys that are divorced or been through a breakup, or they just want to get back into the dating scene and attract their dream relationship. I help you guys actually do that, and today we're going to take a step forward, and we're going to be talking about why you should never double text, and this is terrible dating advice. So where these are coming from is that we have a couple comments that were on my reels, you could say, and as you can see, the majority of these comments are female, and they're giving you guys not really good advice. And so let me pull this up and kind of show you what these comments look like, but here they are. And notice how all these comments are women, right? Like I said, and it's interesting because women will tell you they want one thing, and then when you do this one thing, they will then leave you for a guy that actually knows how to naturally attract, and then leaves a lot of guys confused. I'm like, what'd I do wrong? I did everything they said, and that's the exact problem right there. And so we're breaking this down, but I can pull up the reel right now and show you guys kind of what it was, but it's about a minute long and I don't want to waste that time. I'll give you kind of just a Spark Notes summary of the reel. Was that I had a client who, before he joined my program, he was with his friends and he was texting this girl and they were going back and forth, and then suddenly his friends were like, oh, like, you know, let's go downtown, let's go out to the clubs and the bars. And he's like, cool, let's do it. And so they're like, oh, you should bring that girl that you were talking to. Rule number one, never tell your friends when you're talking to a chick. It's none of their fucking business. And if you do tell your friends, it's most likely gonna go wrong. In some way, somehow, it always goes wrong. And so what he does is that he texts the girl like his friends advise, bad advice. So he texts her, he's like, you wanna go downtown? And she doesn't respond. So like, 30 minutes later, like, hey, we're going out now. Like, do you wanna come? I haven't heard from you, right? She doesn't respond. This is like 9 p.m., right? And then they get downtown. He's like, hey, we're downtown. Like, are you coming? He's like quadruple texting her. And I'm like, never do that when you're talking to a girl because it's gonna make her lose attraction for you, right? Women don't want a man that just blows up her phone and displays all of his feelings at once. They want a mystery, they want a love story, they want a romance story. And these girls in the comments were obviously disagreeing. Let's read this first one here by Rebecca. She says, it's not that we think he has no options, it's that we think that he's clingy as fuck and wants to dominate all of our time. Also, how rude to pop in and invite us out last minute. Plan it in advance. When you ask us out last minute, you assume we have no other plans. My plans at 10 p.m., I guess it was 10 p.m., right? 9 or 10 p.m., whatever. Usually involves staying in bed, reading until I fall asleep. If you message me last minute for a club outing, that involves me getting up, figuring out what to wear, putting on makeup, getting in the right mindset to socialize with a guy I've never met, plus his friends. It's a bit early to meet a guy's friends if I haven't even met him yet, just saying. And so, hey, I appreciate that. And at least this comment, out of all the rest of them, this was at least more realistic. There's still some problems I'm gonna break down and kind of rip apart here, but the other comments you're gonna see here coming up, oh, there's some doozies, man. I can't believe men fall for this. But the first one here was actually like kind of true to some degree. The rest are pretty much absolute fucking garbage. And this is why, many men are confused. It's just this comment and these comments right here. And she said, it's not that we think he has no options. So let me rip this part. I respect the fact that she actually was truthful and said, like, it's that we think that he's clingy as fuck and wants to dominate all of our time. That's only half the truth right there, right? It's actually been statistically proven that a man that looks like he is surrounded by people, and especially women, is viewed as more attractive. There was actually studies done. And to be honest, it's like, yeah, like there was a picture done where a man was put in a picture with a bunch of women around him, and then there was another picture shown to women where a man had 0 women around him, and significantly the guy that was in the picture with other women around him was viewed as more attractive, right? And so this is only half the truth right here. Of course, women aren't gonna be like, yeah, I'm attracted to a man that has other options, right? Of course, they're not gonna admit that. It's not gonna make anyone look good when you admit that. But that is the truth, and it's been statistically proven time and time again. It's only half the truth, right? The last half, like, I get you, girl. Like, you gotta figure some shit out. You gotta put on your makeup and, but damn, it is fun sometimes to go out on a whim with your friends, right? It's fun sometimes to go out with your friends and just, to be adventurous and just go out randomly. But I get you, like, it probably is a little bit early to meet the friends. I get that, right? So that's why I said this comment is actually more realistic, but don't get it confused that women will try to mislead you and be like, oh, no options, blah, 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 nonsense. That's actually not true, and it's been consistently proven. But also, like, I could probably fucking never be with a woman that just every single time I want to do something on a whim, because I'm an adventurous guy, right? I do things randomly a lot of the time. I do things sporadically. That is part of the fucking joy of life. And if you can't just get up on a whim and just do something with me because you gotta fucking, you gotta make sure all the fucking stars are aligned and you're fucking, and it's Aries day and you're a Sagittarius, and no, I can't fucking be with that shit. And so, girl, you gotta get your shit together. If you think that, A guy's gonna want to be with that, especially a high status guy that does things kind of on a whim. They're not gonna be attracted to that all the time long term if you gotta do all this nonsense. So let's bring in the second picture here. This is where it gets to be a doozy. So this girl says, this is weird to me because if I see a guy is interested in me and he's playing volleyball, I will play back. If I see he's out with other options, I lose interest. There we go again. Not true. I don't want to compete. I'd like to be chosen based on mental and emotional connection as opposed to something shallow. Also, double texting is great. I do it too. It makes me happy to let him know he's special to me and feels happiness in communicating with. This is completely just not true, man. In the video, I say that he invited you out, right? I tell you that he invited you out. You didn't respond. You didn't respond. That's what the video, that is the scenario in the video that we're talking about. So he goes out, he's talking to other girls. You already weren't interested because you're not responding. You're not interested, right? Like maybe you're asleep, right? Maybe it's 9 p.m., 10 p.m. You're asleep on a Saturday. Yeah, right. Let's get fucking real here. No one's asleep at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. on a Saturday unless you actually have to work on a Sunday. But the average normal girl who's going out with her friends on Saturday, they're not sleeping at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. on a Saturday. Let's get fucking real here, right? You weren't interested. That's just the fact. You're not interested. So I said go out and be with other women, right? Again, there was a test done proving that women find a man who is more attractive, who has options, right? If I see he's out with other options, I lose interest. You already lost interest. You weren't responding to him at 9 or 10 p.m. Maybe you were asleep, but let's get real here. You're not asleep. You're just not interested, right? Because he's blowing your phone up. And so let's get into the third text here. Miss Tia here. Let's rip this apart here. It's getting a lot of reactions apparently. 7 hearts and nonsense. She said, oh, stop. He can double text me all that he wants if I like him. That's true. He can double text you all he wants, right? That is actually fact. You can double text a girl all you want. But the double-edged sword of that fact is that she is going to lose interest in you. Inevitably. That's what's going to happen. So yeah, you can double text a girl all you want, bro. Double text the fuck out of her. She's going to lose interest. She's not going to like you anymore. After 2 to 3 times doing that, you don't have to believe me, right? Go out and try it. Go out and do it. You'll be back very soon being like, yep, you're right. I fucked up. So, you know, if you like him, he can double text me all he wants if I like him. And there's the difference. Yeah, if you like him, soon you will not, as Yoda would say. Soon you will not. The fourth comment, Mr. Darrow, he's actually kind of speaking my language here. He said, if it's time sensitive like that, then just call. That'd probably be a better option, right? Just call her. Just pick up the phone and be like, hey, you want to go out tonight? Be pretty attractive actually to a chick. Fifth comment, she said, this is not good advice. Stop with the weird texting rules. Enough with the games. Like, this is not good advice, but like you don't say why. Why is it not good advice? Right? How is it games that you want to go out with a chick and you're texting her, right? And she doesn't respond to you and you go out and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go take pictures and just have fun with other women because this girl's clearly not interested. If she was interested, she'd text me back. How is that games? I don't understand how that's games. Like, how is that the guy's fault, right? It's like, guy texts girl, he asks her out, she doesn't respond, and it's guy's fault. Yeah, you can't even argue with people like this. It's absolutely nonsense. So this right here is the comment that I want to get to, Miss Monica. She said, I like double texting, but also please call too. I'm assuming it means I have ADHD, so I forgot, so I love double texting. Listen, like, I'm not gonna hate on you for having ADHD, right? I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a dick like that. However, I'm gonna rip this to shreds though. And don't blame your lack of attraction in a guy because you have ADHD. That's total fucking nonsense, right? When a girl likes a guy, she fucking likes him, right? Nothing is gonna stop her from getting to that guy. Nothing, right? You've heard the quote that women will move a mountain in order to get to a man that she loves. No, that's wrong. She will go through the mountain. Fuck moving it. She goes right through it, man. Nothing will stop a girl, man, when she likes you, right? So telling me like that, and that's just the facts. So saying that you're forgetting to respond all the time because you have ADHD is misleading bullshit fake news. That's just nonsense, dude. And like I said, I don't feel like I'm hating on you because you have ADHD, right? But please, this is not good for society when you're sitting here like, oh, I have ADHD, so that's why I'm forgetting to text you. No, it's not, honey. Come on, get fucking real. You don't like him. It's not that you have ADHD. Don't blame it on that. And a lot of girls, they don't want to hurt your feelings. So it's like, they're gonna be like, oh, it's because I have ADHD. No, it's not true. That is not fucking true. You don't like the guy. Don't do that shit, right? Just get real with it. Be like, you know what? Yeah, I just don't like you. It's not because of the ADHD. Girls do not like double texting, right? It's cute the first time, maybe. It's cute because he's checking in on you, maybe, Monica. But about 2 to 3 times, she's gonna lose attraction for you, right? That is just the facts. And then you blame it on ADHD. Don't fall for that nonsense if you're a guy. Don't believe that. She either likes you or she doesn't. And that is just the fucking reality of it, right? Women like a man who is a mystery. They like a man who doesn't show all his cards at first. He's romantic, he's stoic, he doesn't fucking freak out about everything. everything, you might make a situation, a girl will make a situation big, and it's a man's job to shrink it down, right? And make it smaller. That's what women are actually attracted to right there. They're attracted to a man that doesn't freak out, he doesn't react, he doesn't overreact about shit. He's calm, he's stoic, he takes care of her, right? And she knows in the background, yes, he's good with chicks, right? He probably has girls hitting on him, but he just likes you a little bit more than the other girls that are hitting on him. That's exactly what a girl wants right there. And so you gotta figure out how to imply that into your game. And so, if you guys are wondering, because a lot of you guys are inquiring about my program and how to get into it also, if you guys are inquiring about that, there's a link in the description below telling you just book a call with me, and you'll hop on a call with me, we'll talk about the program. Only hop on if you're actually serious though, if you have a great income, you have cool hobbies, you kind of have all the missing pieces, but the last missing piece is that dream relationship, then hop on a call with me and we'll get you going in the program. Other than that, I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.